Got two girls in the cut, and I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you, fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut, which one to choose? I fell in love with you, fell in love with you, fell in love with you. I got two girls in the cut.
And here we go. NBA action live on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And so often, he's the ball handler in screen and roll, but on that play, George sets a great pick and finishes with confidence.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Gobert. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Curry looking it over. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Back over to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Green for 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
And this is where Holmgren's lack of girth can help him, using his speed to get out and run.
The 3 from Curry. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
And Green comes to help. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
Smith outside. Back to Curry. New York working the ball around now. White for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Start it.
And so the timeout by JB Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. .46 left in the first quarter here. Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's Smith.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Moody with it. Green picks him up. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Team second.
1:05 left in the first. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And here's Curry. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Outside for Green. Fires the 3. Detroit with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Back to Moody. To the inside. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. White looking it over. George sets a screen. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Curry. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Knicks out in front.
15.
Yep.
The Knicks, 18.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Down low. And stolen by Green. White for 3. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Picked by Sabonis. The 3 from Curry. And again, New York with the triple. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. George with a steal. Outside Curry. Sabonis outside. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot here. And here's Green from the arc.
Good job using that big body to carve out space and snatch that rebound.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. George with a steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Now here's Green. Back to Curry. Curry draws the double. To the wing on the left. Here's Green. George outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Detroit. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. New York making a switch here. Knicks leading by 3. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Pistons making a change here. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Picked by Sabonis. Here's Curry. Ooh, Curry, what a tough finish.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
Back to Allen. George over to help. Detroit moving the ball around. And Allen gets it to go.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
On the wing, Curry. Give him 8. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
The 3, Allen. Paul George pulls down the board. Knicks leading by 5. Pass to Curry. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. So it's Detroit now. Back to Hunter. Now Gobert. He's marked by McConnell. Strong finish by Gobert.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Pass to Curry. Here's Sabonis. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Sabonis, really good basketball instincts, especially in the paint area. Knows exactly how to operate.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. These are his first free throws of the game.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
Yeah, known as one of the game's best defenders, Gobert's size and length makes him so valuable to this team.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get 1 free throw and they'll keep possession here. Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, you know, a guy like Chris Dunn has a lot of value and utility in this league. As a matter of fact, we call that value-utility, because he's reliable. He's going to get you something in just about every stat category. And he usually elevates the play of others when he's out there.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
To the paint. It's stolen by Kuzma. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Pistons trail by 3. Nifty move. Harper misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Gordon. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Gordon's got his first points of the night.
Soft touch on the floater there. Gordon knows when to pull out this unblockable shot of his.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Pass to White. To the inside. Smith. And is blocked.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Harper misses. Knicks leading by 3. Ooh, it's stolen away. All by himself. Here's Moody. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Curry draws the double. Pass to Green. New York working the ball around now. Outside Curry. Picked by Smith. Just 3 to shoot. Oh, Curry. Just nasty from downtown.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level? He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Count the basket.
A nice start to the third, 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. Pistons trail up by 8. They need this. And the layup is good by Dunn.
That is just grown man, big boy work from Dunn inside. Incredible athleticism really aids him in getting these types of shots.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back to you, Brian.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Baseline J. Hunter can't get it to go.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Pistons trail up by 10. Got a piece of it. George with a steal. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Hunter, good.
Some loud hustle points right there. My goodness.
On the wing, Curry. Dunn with a steal. Down low. Knocked loose. Back to Hunter. Sabonis with it. He's got 6. Kicks it to George. Here's the 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. George has got 12.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Pistons trail up by 11. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Harper. Driving inside. And he jams it home with authority.
And slicing and dicing the D to pieces on the attack. Harper has a good feel for when to drive.
Here's the floater. Here's Sabonis. 4 seconds left.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And so it's the New York Knicks. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. New York leading by 11. Now Curry. Smith outside. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Detroit with a rebound. Here's Hunter. Pass to Duncan. To the middle. Here's Harper. Second shot opportunity. And that one is hammered home.
Solid job positioning and really good intensity and focus from Duncan that time to get to that second shot opportunity.
The 3 from Curry. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
The kick to Hunter. Shoots. And that one hits the back iron. Outside Curry. And they call an illegal screen here.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now Allen. The putback. Hunter outside. Rebounded by Smith.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Curry. Holmgren with the block.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
Picked by Smith. Curry. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pistons trail up by 12. Here's Harper. Allen outside. And yes, sir! Hits the wide open J.
Yeah, great pass by Harper. Already the rookie showing some feel.
Here's Smith. Now White. Here's a floater. Got a piece of it. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Oh, got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Smith. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. George. The shot is money.
PG-13, using that length inside.
Lays it in easily.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Knicks leading by 10. Picked by Smith. Oh, the stuff!
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Knicks.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And they get their vengeance in this game after losing the first 2 contests between these 2 teams. This series is now even at 1 apiece with one more matchup against Detroit.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and...
Oh, wow! Oh,
Watch out below.
big finish. And so Curry will bring it up for the Knicks. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.